Camera out of my face, because you done. You're done with your slander.
You gotta go.
You're done. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Where's my phone?
Amanda, you can't.
Where's my phone?
I don't have your phone.
I need my phone.
You
That's
just
my personal
accused
property.
me
That's
of
the only
having
phone I got that I talk on.
And your
Where's my
purse.
phone? This phone, it's Wi-Fi. Where's my phone? You
Don't call me anymore names. Don't call me any more names.
My face, you whale, Shamu. God, you're ugly.
What is wrong with you?
Calling me a prostitute, lying on me to get my baby taken away.
I lied.
Bitch, I'll kick you right in your face for calling me a prostitute. Don't you ever lie.
You're a prostitute.
Your mother maybe was. Or maybe your dad was, because he didn't like your mother. Don't you ever call me a prostitute.
Amanda, you don't have a job and you have money.
If I was a prostitute, I wouldn't be broke.
You don't work.
Wouldn't be broke homeless, would I? I don't think so. You're stupid and you're sick.
What'd
you
call me today?
You're dying.
When a mother and daughter spend more time calling each other names than trying to understand each other, nobody wins, especially the children caught in the middle. And that's exactly what we're talking about today.
Well, mothers and daughters don't always get along. But Lisa and Amanda take it to a whole new level. Amanda has threatened to bash her mother's face in and burn down the house with her in it. Now, Lisa admits it is a total war, and she's ready to get a restraining order against her daughter. Take a look.
I despise my mother. I don't want anything to do with her.
Don't call me any more names.
My face, you whale, Shamu. God, you're ugly.
Amanda has always told me that she hopes my plane crashes, and the happiest day of her life will be when I die.
What is wrong with you?
Calling me a prostitute, lying on me to get my baby taken away.
My mom is crazy, controlling, and evil. My mom has tried sabotaging my jobs, got me kicked off of properties. She has ruined my relationship with every man I have been with. My mom's called the cops on me at least 10 times.
Amanda tells us that she is no longer taking prescription pills, but when she comes to our house, she's either manic or she acts insane.
Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Where's my phone?
If Amanda doesn't change, we are going to file a restraining order against her to keep her out of our lives completely.
For the past 2 years, Amanda's parents have had custody of Amanda's 4-year-old son and 13-year-old daughter because they say Amanda is just unfit. But Amanda claims her mom stole her children away from her.
My mom's just jealous of me because I am a good mother. I am everything she's not. And that kills her.
Right now.
Where's mommy?
No, he knows you're leaving.
I have a 13-year-old daughter and a 4-year-old son. My mom had CPS maliciously take my kids away from me by telling them I was selling drugs, beating my child, selling myself.
Amanda is homeless, jobless, and I just don't feel that she's fit to be a parent.
And then we'll call CPS today.
My mom makes it appear that I'm crazy and I'm on hardcore drugs that are making me delusional or paranoid. No, it's not that. I'm seeing all this stuff go on and I get so upset about it. I can't control myself.
I'll kick you right in your face for calling me a prostitute. Don't you ever lie.
You're a prostitute.
Your mother maybe was.
Amanda comes to our house sometimes 11 o'clock at night, throwing rocks at her daughter's window so that she will let her in. Once she's there, she'll ask to borrow the car. She'll ask for money. It just turns into an absolute war.
House. My son's so bad you can't see.
Man, you need to get out of my house. Get out of my house in front of this child.
My mom has kicked me, smacked me, spit on me, all in front of my children.
Just this past Labor Day, I had to call the police on Amanda again. She wouldn't leave and it just got nasty. And the police found pills in her purse, a cut-off straw, and cellophane.
My mom has brainwashed my kids to the point where my 4-year-old swears at me. My 13-year-old tells me to shut up.
Bitch, you just spit in my eye.
Come on, you're fixed, baby.
My mom tries to make it look like she's good and she's doing all this and everybody's like, oh my God, Amanda's horrible. The truth is my mom's just pure evil.
Okay, so she's pure evil.
Yes.
Okay, she stole your children?
Well, she manipulated the system. Yeah.
Well, she stole them by manipulating the system.
Yes.
What's her motive in doing that?
I don't know. She's been trying since my daughter was 2.
So you're a fit mother.
Yes.
And how do you define fit?
I'm active with my kids. I teach them things. She's made it so bad now that my daughter and I don't even have a relationship.
one of the things I've actually done over the years is determine fitness of a parent. And some of that's subjective, but some of it is you've got like a checklist.
Right.
And you go down to determine if someone is fit to be shepherding a child through this life. And there are some things you check off, like do they have a stable home? Do they have financial stability where they can provide for the child? Are they emotionally stable? Do they have the ability to nurture the child and make sure they get medical care and dental care and get to school on time and all of that sort of thing? Do you have a home?
Not my own home, but I have a home that I stay at, yes.
Well, you don't have a home. Do you have a job?
Yes.
Okay. Is it a job that is enough and stable enough to sustain a family, to raise your children? Because being a single mom's tough. I mean,
Right.
under the best of circumstances.
Right. And if she didn't keep sending my boss like videos of 2 years ago and constantly harassing me at every job I get, it would be fine. But she kind of has a tendency to do that.
Well, we have a recent video. Let's take a look at this.
Get your camera out of my face, because you're done with your slander.
You gotta go.
You're done. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Where's my phone?
Amanda, you can't.
Where's my phone?
I don't have your phone.
I need my phone.
You
That's
just
my personal
accused
property.
me
That's
of
the only
having
phone I got that I
And it
talk
was
on.
in your
Where's my
purse.
phone? This phone, it's Wi-Fi. Where's my phone? You
Don't call me anymore names. Don't call me any more names.
my face, you whale, Shamu. God, you're ugly.
What is wrong with you?
Calling me a prostitute, lying on me to get my baby taken away.
I lied.
Bitch, I'll kick you right in your face for calling me a prostitute. Don't you ever lie.
You're a prostitute.
Your mother maybe was. Or maybe your dad was, because you didn't like your mother. Don't you ever call me a prostitute.
Amanda, you don't
Because if I
have
was
a job and
prostitute-
you have money.
If I was a prostitute,
You
I
don't
wouldn't be
work.
broke.
You don't work.
Wouldn't be broke homeless, would I? I don't think so. You're stupid and you're sick.
Did
and
you-
you're
what'd you
slander.
call me today?
You're dying.
That was 2 years ago.
Okay.
When this all
So
first happened.
when was that video taken?
Just a few months after she lost her children, Child Protective Services got involved.
How'd they
And,
get involved?
She called.
My husband made the initial call. They asked her if she would be willing to take drug tests, and she failed the first one.
Well, you say you've been clean for 5 years, though, right?
I have been cleaned. Yeah, I've been clean from taking, I used to take pain pills.
Yeah.
I would take like 4 a day.
Well, you said you've been clean for 5 years.
Yeah, that's correct.
But did you just fail a drug test?
No, I haven't failed any drug tests since.
In May of 14, the children were removed from your home after you failed 3 consecutive drug tests.
I had an
That was in
Adderall.
14. This is 16. That's 2 years, not 5.
I did have the Adderall in my system, and that wasn't prescribed at the time, but I was diagnosed with it a year prior, and I took it on Saturday when I went to work, and then I took it on another Saturday when I went to work. But the benzos they started prescribing after CPS told me I had to see a therapist on a monthly basis.
I'm not trying to build a case against you. I'm just
Right.
saying you said you were clean for 5 years, and I see here you failed 3 consecutive drug tests in May of 2014. So it wasn't like just one time you took some before you went to work. There were 1, 2, 3 consecutive drug tests, and you failed 3 in a row. That was in 14. That's 2 years, not 5 years.
Well, if you're talking about the pain pills, like that was what I was addicted to. I had a pain pill addiction
And then in 2015, you stopped taking the drug tests.
because I was told I did the 6-week parenting class. I did every plan that they wrote out for the next year and a half.
Well, why did you stop taking the drug tests that they said you needed to take?
Well, because I fought for a year and a half at that point, and I was testing every week. I would have to drive down there, but then my car, it stopped working. So I didn't have a ride down there. And at that point, it was like, well, I guess I'm not getting my kids back. What is the point of me going and doing all this for them when they tell me I'm getting them, and that was the goal. That's why I did all this stuff. And then I didn't get them.
Did you miss your last court appearance?
I did on accident.
If I was on your case, and I would say,
Now listen, I understand that life happens. Cars break down, people miss appointments. Sometimes prescription medication can cause confusion when it comes to drug tests. Any one of those excuses by itself might be understandable, but when I look at the whole picture, I don't see someone fighting with everything they've got to get their children back. I see a pattern of excuses. You failed 3 consecutive drug tests. Then you stopped going for testing because your car broke down. You missed court and say it was an accident. Every time there's a setback, there's another explanation. At some point, the question stops being whether the excuse is possible and becomes whether the priority is really the children. Because when parents are trying to get their kids back, they usually move heaven and earth to do what the court is asking of them. If the car breaks down, they find another ride. If they know a drug test is required, they make sure they get there. If they have a court date, that's one of the most important dates on the calendar. The reason these requirements exist is because the court wants proof that a parent can provide stability and consistency. The problem is that every missed appointment, every failed test, and every missed court appearance sends the opposite message. I think that's why her mother's criticism is landing with so many people. Whether the mother is harsh or not, the daughter's actions aren't matching her words. She says she wants her children back, but wanting something and demonstrating it are 2 different things. The court doesn't make decisions based on intentions. It looks at actions. And right now, the actions tell a much different story than the excuses do.
You failed 3 drug tests in a row, then you quit taking drug tests, and then you don't show up for your court hearing. I'm like, okay.
We've been going through this for
You're telling me you're ready for your kids back and you don't even show up for your court hearing. That would not look good.
That was for child support.
It doesn't matter what it's for. You don't show up.
It wasn't that I didn't just not show up. We've been going to court.
Well, actually, it is because they issued a bench warrant.
Well, they did.
Well, when we come back, Amanda says she has a prescription for the medication she takes. We're going to look at what she's been prescribed next. We'll be right back.
I don't think I'm my mom's biological daughter. There's no photos to prove that she was ever pregnant with me. My mom has told me, no, I'm not your mom. Your mom's a crackhead just like you. And she didn't even want you. I honestly hope that that's not my mom because I don't see how anybody can do that to their daughter.
She says you're just pure evil. You've stolen these children. You've manipulated the system. She says you sabotage her jobs. You sabotage her housing. You do everything you can to make her look as bad as you possibly can. You call the cops on her at the drop of a hat. You call them to get her out of your house. You do everything you can to make her look as bad as you possibly can. And she absolutely hates you and would burn the house down with you in it if she could.
Right.
So what is it that is, why are you two in this kind of a war, of a battle? Are you telling me you're misreading her this bad? Because she's saying, I'm fine. I'm not on drugs. I'm capable. I've got a job. I have a place to live. I'm not on drugs. I can take care of these kids.
Dr. Phil, she, as you saw in the video,
that was 2 years ago.
Well, no, we have more recent.
I know.
But she can't function in the real world. She hallucinates, makes things up. She comes to my house and to see her son. And she will come in and immediately, can I use the car? You're not my mom. You're not my mom. You're crazy.
It is not immediately. You're crazy. You're delusional. You're the one that's delusional. Dad will say, you want to take my car? Your car's too hot. You don't have air. Why would I want to sit there and argue with you in front of my 4-year-old when you're going to say, oh, bitch, shut your mouth. And he's going to repeat it. That's exactly what you said last week.
Right.
After I got out of jail.
Well,
right.
Have they purchased you 8 cars?
Since I was 16, she did. My dad.
A Chevy, a Pontiac, a Honda, a
Scion. I actually paid
okay.
on that.
A Dodge, an Oldsmobile, a Toyota, a Suzu. I've got a list of 8 cars here
But that's her thing. You come back home, we'll buy you a new car. I'm not going back home. They always try to control me with cars and vehicles and.
They bought you furniture and.
No. What did you buy me? You threw my couch away that was in your garage after you told me to move all my stuff there. After you got me evicted.
Did you just request that she buy you a new house and another new car?
No. I told her that she needs to make up for the furniture. The couch that she threw away that she promised she would.
Did she ask you to buy her a new house and a new car? When?
She does all the time. She says, if you were my dad, you would buy me a new car. You would help me get a house. Yes, she does.
I don't say real dad. I don't think you're my real mom. Like, you don't have one picture pregnant. You have not liked me since I was a child.
So you don't think she's your actual mother?
Something. I mean, I don't understand how you treat blood like that. I can never treat my kids the way she does me. Never.
I mean, do you say that sarcastically,
No, I
or
say
you
that
really think
honestly.
she's not your mother?
I say that 100%. I mean,
this week, but next week.
No, I've been saying that all the time. I say it all the time.
Well, here, we've got the birth certificate.
Well, can't this be?
This is your birth certificate. It says parents, Lisa and Deneth, the same last name. We blocked it out here. Right, but so did
my son.
Same birth date as yours. I mean, this appears to be your birth certificate.
Right. My son says the same thing, but his biological dad isn't on the birth certificate. I mean,
well, dads can be questionable, but usually mothers.
Well, yeah, but okay, I guess you're right there. But I don't know. She's evil. I don't trust it. I don't understand why she goes at me all the time. As you notice, you have the film from her filming me. I don't walk around filming her. She would stand at the foot of my bed and say, "Come on, whore, get up." And yeah, you would. Oh yeah, she would. And then you'll hit the record button. Yeah. That was one of those days. So she'll say, "Come on, whore, get up," and then start the tape? Yes. I am not kidding. I kid you not.
Start the tape?
She used to. And after a while, I just kind of got used to it. I don't go as crazy when she films me now, but it's kind of annoying.
Well, you get pretty annoyed.
With her, yeah.
But I'm trying to figure out where your thinking is. That's why I said you really think
something's wrong.
You got mixed up at the hospital or something? It's the wrong mother?
I would like to think that because I just don't understand how somebody could go and do all they've done to their daughter to keep hurting them.
Well, Amanda's sister, Chelsea, says Amanda is a narcissist and a horrible mother. Well, let's meet her next. Maybe she's not her sister.
I understand why the mother is concerned about her grandchildren, especially given everything that's happened. And I have no doubt that some of the things the daughter says about her mother's behavior could be true. But while it's easy to focus on the daughter's mistakes, I can't help but wonder whether there was ever a moment where the mother sat down and genuinely tried to understand what was driving this behavior. Holding someone accountable is important, but understanding how they got to this point matters too. Those two things can exist at the same time. You can recognize that the daughter has made serious mistakes while also questioning whether the relationship became so focused on criticism that the deeper issues were never addressed.
Amanda is an entitled narcissist. Amanda thinks that things should be handed to her just because she's pretty. Amanda always tells me that I'm jealous of the way she looks. I'm jealous that she's smarter than I am. I'm not jealous, Amanda. The truth is, I just won't be bullied by her.
Get out of my house!
Well, Amanda's younger sister, Chelsea, describes her sister as delusional, selfish, hateful, deceitful, and despicable. She says they've never been close, but these past 5 years have really torn them apart. Take a look.
Why? I've never met anyone as selfish as Amanda. If you don't do what Amanda wants, she will yell, scream, and berate you until she gets what she wants.
Don't call me any more names.
My face, well, Samuel. God, you're ugly.
She does not help my parents, and she doesn't feel guilty for the burden she's put on my parents.
Amanda, let's go. You need to get out of my house. He's late for school.
Yeah, he's
late for school.
Leave.
Often Amanda will go out all night and sleep all day and can't take care of her children. I honestly couldn't sleep at night if that was me, knowing that my child doesn't know where I am and doesn't know if I'm coming back. I just can't even imagine doing that as a mother. Amanda's 4-year-old son is developmentally delayed, and she admitted to taking painkillers while she was pregnant.
Come on, you're sick, baby.
Amanda's son couldn't even talk until my mother took custody when he was 2.5. Before that, he only grunted and he couldn't string words together. Amanda thinks my mom had brainwashed me against her, but that isn't true. Amanda only has herself to blame.
Okay, you've been listening to everything so far, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have.
What do you have to add, clarify, straighten out?
First off, I don't think Amanda is a horrible mother all the time. It's certain times. And I think Amanda could definitely be a great mother if she had the right tools. I don't want any children in the middle of these spats. That's pretty much why I'm here. I'm here for the children, Dr. Phil.
Yeah. Well, I agree with you about, let's take a look at what's happening in front of the children. Take a look.
This is the last straw. Brenda will call CPS today.
Oh, and I won't be calling. You really are. I'm sorry. You're not going to have a wrist will have.
Amanda, let's go. You need to get out of my house. He's late for school.
Yeah, he's late
you
for
won't
school.
leave. Get out of my house.
You want my son so bad you can't see.
Man, you need to get out of my house.
Your don't want to work. And guess what? You see physicians is going to be in the.
Get out of my house in front of this child.
He's scared.
Right now,
He wants his mommy.
No, he knows you're leaving. Let him out. Oh my God, you are in so much trouble.
Oh my God, you are in so much trouble.
Let's go.
Will you please shut your face?
That's not okay.
It happens every time she comes in my house.
That was 2
and
years
that's
ago.
why we call the police.
She's the one that bullies, not me.
Okay, well, let me ask you something. If right now your mother just said, fine, here you go. Here's your daughter. Here's your son. Lose our phone number. Don't ever come to our house again. We won't ever come to your house again. You are good to go on your own. We're out of here. You and your children would live where?
I would live at my friend's house, their house is paid off, and I've been staying there the last 2 years.
You're not their responsibility.
Right. I know that.
Why should they be taking care of you and your 2 children?
Well, Dr. Phil, I did get my own condo. I got my own place. They said that was the only thing holding me back from obtaining my custody. Then a week after me obtaining this condo, she files for permanent custody.
Oh my goodness.
It's true. You even said.
What do you say?
Dr. Phil, we have been in and out of court for custody for almost a year and a half. And she was not doing what was required for her to get the children back. And they said, that's it. You're not doing what you're supposed to do. You stopped drug screening, like 8 months ago. It's time to move forward with permanent custody.
Look, you can solve a lot of this if you just say, okay, look, fine, we will withdraw from this and we will just put the kids back in your custody. Will CPS allow that?
No.
So, I work in the system. This is not her call. If she surrenders these children, do you think they will go back to you?
I think what she keeps saying, what you keep saying, I got them taken away. I can get them back. Why do you always say that? So you keep lying to me, basically. Then you're lying. All you've done is lie.
No,
if you
you
do
can
this,
get
you
them
get them
back.
If you do this, she says, if you go to the hospital, I did everything.
You can get them back. The whole point of Child Protective Services, the whole point of that system is reunification of family. So she's right. You can get it back, but you have to do certain things to do that.
Right. And I did all that within the first year. Like I said,
you stopped taking drug tests. You don't show
before.
up for court. You failed drug tests. Are you drug free?
Yes.
Can you pass a drug test right now?
Yes.
Will you take one at the break?
Yes.
We'll be right back.
I was abusing pain pills in the past so I could numb myself against my mom's craziness. I stopped taking the pain pills completely 6 years ago. The only pills I take now are my prescriptions, methadone, Adderall, and my benzos. If I took a drug test today, I would pass no problem.
Before the break.
Now, let me be clear. I'm not excusing the drug use. At the end of the day, the daughter is responsible for the choices she made. But I also don't think these situations happen in a vacuum. When the daughter says she was taking prescription pills to numb what she was going through with her mother, I can't completely ignore that. If the mother is constantly recording her, calling her names, and doing it in front of the children, then the mother has to accept that she may be contributing to a toxic environment as well. Again, that doesn't justify the daughter's actions, but behavior usually stems from somewhere. Two things can be true at the same time. the daughter can be accountable for her choices, and the mother can be part of the reason their relationship became so dysfunctional in the first place.
I asked Amanda to go and take a drug test, so she's headed backstage right now. We're going to get that answer. We're going to find out what chemicals are in her system and what she has a prescription for and what she doesn't. We're going to pin that down because I'm wanting to start dealing with facts. And the fact that you know what happens when she comes over, you know it melts down, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so my question is, why do you continue to do that? Because you know what's going to happen? You're going to lose those children.
Well, that's why I'm here.
I'm a mandated reporter. That either stops today or I'm reporting it. Okay? So that means you either stop that today, and if it requires getting a restraining order, then get a restraining order. And will a piece of paper keep somebody out of a door? No, but it's one step in the process. So when you do call the police, you can hand them the restraining order, and then there's no debate about he said, she said, who called who, whatever name, blah, 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 blah. Because then you have a document from the court that says she is not to be within 500 feet of this house or me, and she is, bang, she's out. You just don't reward bad behavior, and you're rewarding bad behavior. She's coming over, and you are buying in and arguing with her. You see it, right?
I do. And it's hard because I get where she's coming from. She doesn't get a break. And it's a lot on her.
And God bless you for doing it, you evil bitch. I just, no good deed goes unpunished, right? I mean, and if you can't do it, then you can't do it. You have to, they have to go into the system. If you can't do it, they have to go in the system. But if you can, at least do it without the drama. Wouldn't it be so much easier without all the drama?
Absolutely.
And don't you deserve to do it without the drama? If you're going to have to do it, and when I say have to do it, I know it's a chore. I know that doesn't mean that you don't love them and you're not so happy to be able to wrap your arms around them, but it's still taxing, isn't it?
It's killing.
I mean, I've got grandchildren, and we had them over this weekend, and I just so love having them over, and I so love to see them pull out of the driveway. Bye. Because I just don't have the energy I used to. We're a little longer in the tooth than we used to be, right?
Yes.
If you got somebody that's coming in your house, and they open the door and start telling you how worthless and evil you are, don't answer the door. You need to stop. You need to stop doing this. You just need to give her the Heisman. You don't get to come in here. And I'm willing to get her whatever help she will accept to help her get back to clear, unobstructed view of life. I will help her do that. I don't think she's an evil person, even though she was raised by an evil woman. I don't think she was any person, and I do think you're her mother. But I think she needs to recognize that the things that she's doing are not getting her closer to what she says she wants. Mm-hmm. All right, we're going to take a break, and when we come back...
This is where I agree with Dr. Phil. If you already know that every time your daughter comes into your house, it's going to turn into an argument, then at some point you have to ask why you're continuing to put everyone in that situation, especially the children. The daughter is responsible for her behavior, but the mother also has control over what happens in her own home. If the goal is to protect the grandchildren, then recording the arguments, exchanging insults, and fighting in front of the kids isn't helping anyone. That's why I say the mother is contributing to the problem, not because she's responsible for the daughter's choices, but because she's participating in a cycle that keeps the conflict going instead of de-escalating it.
Amanda says she's not on drugs. I hope she's telling the truth about that. The drug test results when we get back. Amanda says she's been working very hard to get her children back. She says she has a job and is off drugs. Now, at the break, I asked Amanda if she would take a drug screen, and she said yes, she would. So we asked Ellen Curtis, a registered nurse, to administer a drug test today. So, Ellen, you administered the test, correct?
Yes, I did.
And tell us what the results were. Was she positive for anything, and if so, what?
Methadone,
Uh-huh.
benzos, marijuana, and Adderall.
The
Adderall.
three things I told you I would be.
Uh-huh. So benzos, Adderall, methadone,
Three things
and
I've been on.
marijuana. And what do you have prescriptions for?
I have prescriptions for all three.
Uh-huh. And why did you not provide those to us?
Well, it was last minute. I can call and get that.
Well, no, it wasn't last minute.
It was last minute.
No,
My
it
mom
wasn't
said-
last minute.
It is when you don't have a car and you're trying to get everything done.
You're smoking dope. That's
Well,
not my favorite.
I had told her about that. Oh,
There is that.
Yeah, there was that. But I mean, I was honest. I gave you guys a test to prove I'm not doing anything. I told her, I told you right when I got out of jail that I smoked. I told you were sitting right there.
The thing that I'm concerned about is you're continuing to play the victim and say that all of your problems here are because of your mother. And I haven't heard you one time for 1 minute say that you are at all grateful that someone is housing, feeding, clothing, supervising, nurturing,
No, I've
and
always
loving
said
your
that.
children.
I am grateful for that.
Okay, so what do you want her to do?
I want her to give me my kids and leave me alone.
It's not up to her.
No, but she needs to stop interfering.
There are 2 children whose lives hang in the balance here. You've got a daughter who is alienated right now.
Mm-hmm.
She's alienated from you. That's a terrible thing. That relationship needs to be healed.
Right.
You have a son that is beginning to model very aggressive, out of control behavior, using language that is rage-based, aggressive language at 4.
Right.
And let me tell you, when people come to me with kids that are 15 and 16 that are knocking holes in the wall and storming out of the house and wrecking cars, and they say, I don't know, just all of a sudden. No, those are the kids that were acting this way when they were 4.
Mm-hmm.
Only difference when they're throwing a tantrum at 15 or 16 is they're bigger and stronger, and they're able to come into conflict with outside authority instead of inside authority. If you want to be a responsible parent, you will put their interest ahead of your own. You will put their interest ahead of your own, and you too will figure out a way to reunify those children with you. You too will figure out a way to coexist and co-parent or stay to hell away from each other.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And if you cannot come into her home and treat her with dignity and respect, then you need to stay out of that home. It's just that simple. And if you need to get a restraining order to enforce that, then you need to do that. Those children need to not hear another exchange the way they have been hearing so far. They should not see what they have been seeing. And if that continues, you're subject to losing those children as well. Coming up, my plan on how Amanda can get her children back and what needs to happen to implement what I just said. We'll be right back. That right there, insight, is the number one predictor of whether somebody is going to actually change and get better. You blame your mother for everything. I've read every word you said. I've listened to you here. You said, I don't even know if she's my mother, but if she is, she's evil. I hope she's not, because she is your mother. And if she's evil, that means you've got the genetic transmission.
No, that's why I want to keep my kids away from her. I want to parent them total opposite from how I was parented.
Oh, my God, you're so not listening.
I'm trying, but it's hard. It's just hard to deal with her.
It's hard to deal with you. You need to understand, if you really want to reunify with your children, you need to find a way to get along with this woman. I'm a mandated reporter, and if I don't have confidence this is settled down, I'm going to report this, and they will take those children out of this home, and they will put them in foster care before dark today.
Can I say something?
It makes strange bedfellows, but you guys need to say, you know what? We need to quit beating each other up and put these children's interest at
They need to be with their mom. I mean, they definitely need to be with me.
Absolutely.
Well, you know what? You can continue to be a know-it-all hardhead, or you can listen to what I'm telling you. I'm trying to tell you how to get those children back.
I'm listening.
Then quit being a combative, know-it-all hardhead and hear what I'm telling you. You can get those children back, and you should. Amanda, they're your children. Mm-hmm. They need to be with their mother.
Mm-hmm. I know. I
am going to get you professional help to facilitate and speed this along.
Thank you.
And I don't know, if you're white-knuckling on drugs and you think you need to be in some kind of rehab, I will help you with that. If you need family counseling, I will help you with that. I brought T.J. Howard here today he's the Director of Operations at Origins Behavioral Healthcare. I brought him here because if you feel like you need rehab, I'm prepared to arrange that for you in a gender-specific dual diagnosis treatment program. If you need it, he is there to help you with that. But you two keep harping and sniping at each other, I will get involved. I have no choice. Now, my next guest, Jennifer, hasn't seen...
At the end of the day, I think both of these women have played a role in creating this toxic relationship. The daughter has to take responsibility for the decisions that led to her losing custody of her children, and no amount of excuses can change that. But I also believe the mother needs to look at how her own actions may be contributing to the dysfunction. The people I feel for the most in all of this are the children. They're the ones caught in the middle of the arguments, the name-calling, and years of unresolved hurt. Whether you're team mother or team daughter, I think we can all agree that the focus should be on creating a healthier environment for those kids moving forward. Sometimes being right isn't enough. Sometimes families have to be willing to break the cycle if they ever want things to change.